you get your paycheck, it goes into direct deposit. It's the first step. This is where you can take control 10%. So right now you're using this institution, wherever that is, your primary bank. So just go ahead and get you a second institution, direct deposit. To 10%. So that means 90% will go here. And you just live off of this. So this is, let's say you got Chase. Go ahead and get you a second institution, preferably a high yield savings account. Excuse my handwriting. I know it's terrible. But this is how you get going. This is the habit that will change everything. This is how you get it going. Payday, it should be automatically happening. This is the only money you're looking at. You know, you're gonna check in every now and then, making sure the deposits look the way they should. Boom, boom. You're putting 10% of your earnings in there every single check. And with your high yield savings, you're gonna be earning 3 to 5% interest. And this is what you want. This is what you want. You want your money making money. This is what you want. The more money you can get here, the more money it makes. This is how you put that money to work. This is how it starts, you know. And it'll always be this way. Like, you can always use this account to hold money. It's a safe place to let it just sit and collect. Money is safe. You'll earn a lot more than a traditional bank with a high yield saving. There's so many of these. It's free. No minimum deposit. You can start with $25. Get your direct deposit from your paycheck. Go into your HR office. Tell them you want to do a second election. So high yield savings. But this should be going on in the background automatically, without you having to think about it, without you having to physically do it, make the transfer. Just put it on automation. This is how it's done. This is how money is managed, you know. So yeah, let that money earn interest. Whether you're making $15 an hour, this applies to everybody. Making $15 an hour, you could do this. Your check should be going to more than one place. If your check is going to one place, if 100% of your check is going here, you're at risk. Because all the money is in your hands. You already have enough to deal with, you know. Give the money a chance to have kids. Give the money a chance to earn and grow. You know, and this will continuously grow over time. It's about the consistency, the habit. All right, now let's do some math. Because I know gonna talk all the way through it. It won't stick. Like, this is not enough right here. This is the base. This is the base concept. This doesn't excite you. I understand. So let's get it understood that this will take time, especially if you're broke or behind. You know what I mean? If you late on bills right now, if you're waiting on your check to get paid, if you're waiting on your check to pay bills, they late, you're getting late fees. This is gonna take a little time. You're gonna have to grind. But eventually, when you're caught up, and this ain't everybody behind, but I target that audience because I know they may feel like it's hopeless. You know what I mean? There's no possible way they could get ahead, but it is. It's all in your habits. So I'm really speaking to the person making $15 to $20 an hour. You know what I mean? You gotta track your expenses and all that. We're gonna get into all that, but let's do some numbers, because this is just the formula right here. So let's say you work at Walmart, you make about $800, $1,000 every 2 weeks, maybe $1,200 every 2 weeks. That's about $600 a week. So you get paid $1,200. $1,200 from your check. 10% of that is $120. Every check. That's $240 every month. Now that's $240 every month. Excuse my handwriting. That's a 4. $240 a month. $240 a month. All right. Month 1. So you're starting fresh. It's $240 in your high yield savings. 1. Boom. Ugh. And it's gonna feel so good. It'll feel so good to get this started on automation. You know? Your check gonna be a little bit shorter, but it's really not, because you still have the money. You know what I'm saying? You doing this for you. You gotta protect yourself. It's month 1. The very next month, it's gonna be $480. You was already finna be at work anyways, right? You can do this tomorrow. You can go holler at them folks tomorrow. You was already finna be at work doing this, right? Automation. Go ahead, automate this process. 60 days in, you got $480. Now, go ahead, the people who complain and talking about $480, that ain't nothing. 60 days, 2 months, that ain't nothing. What I'm gonna do with that? So you gotta let that go, because it's all about the habit. It's only been 2 months. Trust the process. Trust the process. Stay down. Ain't no reason for you to even go over here. I'm telling you, 10%, that's a bare minimum of what you're earning. You're not going to work for no reason. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. You're the one going to work for the check. Make sure you're on the pay list of the earning. Make sure you're on the list with the rent man and the car note and the light bill. Make sure you're on the list. Pay yourself. 10% ain't no reason you have to touch this money. Month 3. $200 will make it $680 plus $40 will make it 720. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Now you're cooking a little bit. Okay. You got 720 in your high yield savings account. You working with this money, managing your bills. You know, but that budget, we gotta talk about that budget. I'm gonna do a whole video on that. You gotta budget that money like a boss. So you have no reason to go over here and interrupt this. Because I didn't even mention that on month 3 it's gonna be a lot more than 720 because you're earning interest. Hello. These are your contributions. But every month you're earning money. Smiley face. It's gonna be more than 720. All right. Month 4. This is all happening in the background. You ain't did nothing different. All you doing is going to work, living off your 9%. The taxes coming out anyway. All right, two more hundred will make it 920 plus 40, 960. You basically got a ban. You're gonna have $1,000, matter of fact, because of the interest. Smiley face. 4 months. 4 months. Off $1,200 checks. Come on. Come on. Her ball is in your hands. It's been 4 months. You got $1,000 just by going to the HR office. Google high yield savings accounts. There's so many of these. They're free. You can sign up on your phone. Put $10 in there. All right, now you in a groove. If you done did this, 4 months is about to pass by anyways. Now you in a groove. So month 5, this one gonna feel so good. Like this one gonna feel so good. 200 more gonna make it what? 10, 11, 60 plus 40, 1,200. $1,200. Now, you got 1,200. It's been 5 months. You're in the groove now, you know. You doing this, you're gonna be proud of yourself. You know, this is what you call an emergency fund. You've officially acquired an emergency fund. Don't get excited. This money is not for you to be spending. Now you have a layer 1 protection in case something goes wrong. Flat tire, this is not for gifts, vacations, because it's gonna feel good to have this money. You worked hard for it. But don't stop here. Keep going. Keep going. This is how the average person can build wealth. Keep going. 200 more will make it 1440. Don't interrupt this. You're still getting interest on it. We ain't even gonna mention that. It will be more than 1440 if you don't interrupt. Just keep living, keep rocking out. 1-7. 200 more. Make it 16 plus 40. 1680. Now it's been 7 months. Chances are you got some type of side hustle, right? So another 240. Another 200 would be 2021 plus 40. 60. And then 223 plus 40, 24. You see how the numbers are constant? You can predict the future with numbers. You can tell yourself you're gonna have $2,400 plus on this month 10 if you don't interrupt. If you get promoted, this will you get even better. Like everything will reflect. If you get promoted on the job, you start making more on the job, like all of it increases. The spread, okay. This is month 10 plus 240. 12, 28, 8, 1 year doing this, you got almost $3,000 by making one move. Automatically. This is the key. So it's being done without you having to think about it. Take away the decision. There's a thing called decision fatigue. If you had to do it every time you got paid, you talk to y'all. If you had to do it every time you get paid, chances are you gonna miss. Life be happening. You know, you're gonna feel like something's more important. And, you know, not to say that it's not, because life will happen. That's part of the plan. It's part of the reason you're doing this. That's why emergencies will be here in place. You know, chances are you're not gonna have a $3,000 emergency, maybe a $300 emergency, and you'll be able to cover it comfortably. Just get back doing what you was doing. Don't interrupt. This is for the person who just started working, person who's been working but hasn't figured out how to save. If a young person, I'm also targeting young people, because if you could grasp this concept early, you will never be broke. That's why I'm speaking to the Walmart. I like to say Walmart because that's a job that anyone can get. Pretty, you know. Not everyone, anyone, whatever. You know what I mean. If you want to work, Walmart will hire you. More than one in your town, or there's at least one in your town, at least at 1 hour away probably. You know, there's no excuses for it. But where you get the money, that's on you. Even if you're not working a job. You know, whatever money you receive, just put up 10% in the right account and let it earn some money for you. So that's one walkthrough of the person making $15, $20 an hour, whatever, paycheck. But again, this applies to everybody. Just be patient. Make sure you're having something, because this is year one. Let's see what it would look like if you could do. Let's see if you did that for 3 years. You'll be, close to $9,000. 3 years. And there go that crowd again saying, oh, 3 years for $9,000. But what about the last 3 years that just passed? Do you have $9,000 right now? You could. One move. Cause now when you got $9,000, like your whole perspective changes. You can like grocery shop in bulk. Like your money just collects. It starts to come faster because you're having to spend it slower. You're not waiting on payday. You don't even know when payday is. That's how strong you want to be with this. That's how strong you want to be with the budget. Get in there. You'll find yourself looking for things to buy. And that's the next topic. We're going to talk about stocks. Where to get started in investing. Because really you want to start investing right around, well, we got to talk about debt too. So make sure you're getting your debt paid down. Credit cards especially. But y'all let me know what you think. I'm brand new to YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is this stuff changed my life. You know, this 10% rule just come from the richest man in Babylon. I was listening to that story on YouTube. I didn't read the whole book. I listened to the story on YouTube and it really hit home. I was working at Walmart at the time, stocking canned vegetables. Listened to the video and that junk hit home. I'm like, oh my goodness. I've been working for 10 years already. Have not been paying myself first. If I've been working for 10 years, I should have at least 10,000. So yeah, man, y'all think about that. Like I say, I'm gonna talk about this more than once. This is it right here, man. This is the concept right here, man. Automation, man. So yeah, y'all let me know what you think.